Welcome to the St. Luke Legacy Project, a video archive to show what St. Luke is really all about.
We believe that St. Luke's School is the hidden jewel of Regina Catholic Schools. So many amazing things go on in this little tiny building, and we'd like to share some of them with you.
And so the way we're going to do that is by allowing the parents and the students tell you themselves.
What you're going to see coming up are some rigorously honest and very emotional testimonials from students that went to St. Luke, graduated from St. Luke, or are current students from St. Luke. We also have parents that are going to be giving you their testimonials so that you can understand better exactly what goes on here and why this place is as amazing as it is.
Well, I would say forget everything everybody tells you unless they've had a kid here firstly, because they don't know, anything. It is not where all the bad kids go, and there's not a bunch of crime and a bunch of violence and a bunch of bullies and ex-bullies and ex-cons and whatever. That's all bunk and garbage. What it is a place that meets the kids where they are. And then everybody on the team, whether it be, even the resource teacher that never ever sees one of them but can step in, everybody gets in there and supports that student where they are and brings them to where they need to be.
I owe everything. I owe my graduation, my life being on the right path. I owe it to St. Luke.
This place is just the best for a kid that is trying to fit in, that doesn't need to fit in. The relationships that we build with the teachers here and the students and the counselors, it's phenomenal. It's very accepting, and it's just nice to be accepted for who you are.
Really consider sending your child to this school if it is on the table. Grasp at it, take it, because not only do you get the one-on-one education that everybody wants for their child, you get it with care, you get it with compassion, you get it in a Catholic environment or a Christian environment with behaviors that consist of sincerity and honesty and kindness and love. And
again, you're just welcomed with absolutely open arms, and everybody's so nice and so understanding, and you don't even have to speak. They just get it and build those relationships with her and with myself and create that understanding. And when she did fall, she wasn't kicked out the door. She was encouraged to come back. She was understood at what was going on and willing to work with her and accommodate her where she was at, and always encouraged to keep going, whereas she struggled with rejection and her life and her insecurities.
The point of St. Luke's obviously is to come here to learn the skills that you need in order to function in a regular classroom. That's right. The whole point. It's
Get back out in society.
Yeah, it's transient, it's short term. For Morgan, and I don't know how many other students are in the same situation, he is autistic and epileptic. So for us, having him in this school, he's getting an actual education that I don't feel he would get in a mainstream classroom, because he gets the one-on-one, because there's less students, so the teachers have more time. I mean, the fact of the matter is his brain just functions differently, and a regular teacher that has 30 kids in the classroom does not have the time to break down assignments or activities to the point where he can understand them and fully participate. Where here he gets that.
I feel great. I feel almost like a different person, and I really enjoy it here.
That happened for me just because I didn't really feel like anybody cared about me or loved me, and that's kind of why I was so hard like that, I think. And
Hurt somebody else before they hurt you?
Yeah, and even though I was being so angry and destructive and throwing toilet paper at people when they tried to come and help me when I was crying on the floor and all that stuff, they just still cared about me. You cared about me, everybody cared about me, all the teachers cared about me, and they just showed me that I was worth something, I guess. And then that made me feel more driven to do my schoolwork and create a future for myself.
I feel like it's like the work at your own pace, and your guys' help too. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys being there to help me. I don't know. The people, how small the classrooms are compared to normal high schools, that's what really helped me, because I had really bad anxiety after I left normal high schools. I don't know, it was really bad. But like, I don't know, I like the small environment classrooms, that was different. And like the modules, working at your own pace, that was good too. That helped a lot.
The emotional support and mental health support with kids that have social anxiety and depression and mental health issues just with growing up and with complicated family situations. The smaller environment and the one-on-one relationships she was able to build were monumental in her development.
What's the best part about St. Luke that you get here that you didn't get at your home school? I think that's what he's trying to get at. What's it like here?
What's one thing I never got here? I never got to help the stuff that I needed to regulate, and
you get one-on-one instruction, right?
Yeah.
And there's all the classroom helpers.
Yeah, and there's less students in there, which dims the noise a bit.
Yeah.
Helps with hearing and with your surroundings a bit, I guess. Concentration, yeah.
Creating those supports of coming in and actually asking them how they're doing and knowing how they're doing and paying attention to each child's specific needs and feeling welcomed. And it wasn't just schoolwork. There was so much more to it, and just meeting her where she was at was so important in her journey of success. Without that, if it was just the curriculum, she never would have been here. She showed up because people cared about her.
Like, the big system may work for a kid that can understand everything, but he couldn't understand everything. So when he came here, and the difference that it made when he came here is because there was less distractions, because there was a smaller amount of kids in the class, and the teacher had more time to work one-on-one with them. And they also, because, you do your work independently, gave him a self, of independence, being able to work on their own assignments and be able to take it home. So, like, he needed the school. He would not have finished school if he would have stayed in a regular school system at all.
I think it makes it work here because kids are looked at individually and looked at their needs and how to support their needs, as opposed to a mainstream school where the kid sort of has to fit the box as opposed to the box fitting the kid.
The opportunities for these children to strive and be successful is much, much higher here. I look at it as like high school, let's say. There's a rumor.
Yeah.
Right? And someone says it to somebody else, and then it spreads like wildfire, right? Nobody stops it. But if you cut that class size from 30 to 2, the rumor's only with 2 people.
Right.
You can cut the rumor and right then and there, and it's done.
Like the kids saying telephone.
Yes. So that's how I kind of look at this program, is that you are helping these kids strive and be so successful, and giving them the tools and the things that they need to make informed decisions on behavior and to make good choices in class or out of class.
The St. Luke is kind of like a pressure relief valve. That's how I see it. And the students who make it here are lucky, and they are given a good solid path.
Yeah. She's an anxious child, and I don't think she knew who she was and knew that what she was capable of until she actually did it. And this school gave her that, because honestly, I can guarantee if Janae didn't have this school, I don't know that Janae would be here.
St. Luke's is an amazing support system for the whole family. Your son or daughter will have the one-on-one care and relationship building with their teacher, and teacher will also have that one-on-one relationship with you as well.
There was a principal here that once said that St. Luke is a hidden gem, and I really believe that it is a hidden gem, because even though we had struggles on the elementary side, it was still a great school with great staff who continuously came to work and did their best every day with Philip, even though sometimes Philip wasn't in a space to receive the help and the instruction. And as a high school student,
Again, just acceptance for him being him, and yet challenging him in a way that is supportive and gets him confident and motivated to move forward.